Hi, this is Mark Rushton of markrushton.com. Welcome back to my live feed, or if you're watching it on a recorded basis, it's the broadcast for Wednesday, November 11, 2020. And I'm going to talk about my painting Overtaken, and I'm going to talk about an album that I just recently uploaded to my distributor called Necessity Trails, and it's released under the Ambient Matyk name. So let's get rid of the banner. And before we get into everything, my website is markrushton.com. You can find out more information about me at this location. You can click over to my eBay store and check out my paintings that are available for sale there. And I have a little bit of information about my the recordings that I release and under some of the names that I publish under. And in addition, music services. So if somebody wants to do sync licensing, master use licensing, or sample my music, I have the rules out there on how to go about that. Just contact me. Of course, my eBay art store, where I now make my paintings available. I'm still at 15. It's been slow. Stuff's been going on, and I've been busy. But there's a lot of great paintings out there. You can follow along just by saving the seller up here, or going into and looking at an individual painting and adding it to your watch list. It's an interesting way to look at art. eBay's a good system. I like it, both as an artist and a potential buyer. All right, let's just jump right into it. Actually, let's not just jump right into it here. No, let's just jump right into it. This is my painting Overtaken. It was made in 2018. I know that for sure. It is acrylic paint on Tyvek. There is no ink in this one. And this is under matte, and it's in a frame that has plexiglass on the front to protect it, because the paint, if it's open faced, it can if it gets bumped, it can be scratched, which is funny because I paint on Tyvek here, and I use a reductive technique to help bring out the grains of the synthetic paper. But I really like this one. This one has been in the lower part of my house for some time. I'm not sure if this ever went to the gallery, but gosh, that's good. That's a 18 by 24. I have it actually right behind me here, but of course a little bit of reflection there. So we'll just look over here at the image, make that a little bit bigger, or make it a little bit smaller. This is one that I've got to get it on eBay, because that's a nice scene. I don't know what you would call that. It's not quite a sunrise. It's not quite a sunset, and it's just that deep blue. See, that's why I like the paint aspect of it, because achieving this sort of thing in acrylic ink, which I also paint with, is a lot more difficult. It's a lot more difficult. But then again, with acrylic ink, you get a real nice permanence on there, and you can display it in an open face. But I like this. I like this too. So that's the painting for the day. If you're interested in it, contact me. And on to the next thing. I'm kind of lagging today. I've been the day off. It's Veterans Day, and my day job. I think this is only the second time we've ever had Veterans Day off as a paid holiday. The last time was 2016. I don't ever remember it before. I went through my old emails and stuff, so it's kind of unusual. But I got up this morning and got a lot of things done. I've got 2 albums that were sent to they were done, being titled, sequenced, artwork, they were uploaded to my distributors, and they'll probably be on the streamers in the next 1 to 3 weeks. Some of it, depends on a variety of factors. And one of them was this album right here, Necessity Trails. This is a very ambient album, and just a lot of sort of repeating motifs throughout the whole thing. So it's a what I would call a cohesive piece. It's not a collection of differing tracks. Like each track has elements in it that are in the other tracks. Is that how you put it? It's a repeating motif. It may be in a different key. It may be at a different speed. It may be in a different mix. But that's one thing that I like to do. I kind of like to weave the sound together. And so that's one thing I did this morning. And then just deliveries all day. I guess we've been ordering stuff. And even I ordered something today. I ordered a new Ryobi drill, because this is turned into a Ryobi house, because I have all the Ryobi expanded electric stuff in my garage. I've got the lawnmower, I've got an air mover, I've got a brush cutter, trimmer. They're great. And so that's ordered. That'll be here Saturday. And what else did I do here? I seasoned a cast iron pan. It was time to re-season the cast iron pan, and it smelled the house out. That was great. And then I attended the Pandora office hours Zoom call at 1 o'clock Central Time, 2 p.m. Eastern. And that's always good. I attended that for about 45 minutes until somebody came to the door. I had to leave it. But that's great. Lots of tips and tricks on how to promote your music in the Pandora system. It's really a great service, and not that many people show up to that. There's a handful, but really there's a lot of artists should be, particularly independent artists, should be paying attention and should be learning how to do that sort of stuff. But oh well, I'm taking full advantage of it, and quite well too. It's a fantastic. Just in the last video, I was talking about why I love Pandora, and Pandora Amp, Next Big Sound, and particularly how Sirius XM has improved promotional opportunities for artists, particularly independent artists, on since they purchased that Pandora. So I'm bullish on Pandora, at least from an artistic perspective, and I occasionally listen to it too. But anyway, and then a whole bunch of other stuff, like I've got some domains that I'm trying to get moved, and then I got a call. And this is the fun part here. We'll get to the album here in a second. The Pete Coco Biofilter Septic System Service Contract. So they're going to come out and take a look at my Pete Coco biofilter for my septic tank. That needs a yearly inspection and maintenance. And then tomorrow, a separate company's coming out, and they're replacing the sewage ejection pump, because we don't have a gravity fed. We have a septic tank, and we don't have a gravity fed, which I think most of them are gravity fed, but everything gets pumped out. So we are reliant on the pump and electricity and a clean filter. And the filter's fine, but the ejector pump started. It's interesting. As somebody who is involved in sound, you notice things. And in this case, it was taking a few more seconds for its regular cycle of the pump, and it was a little bit louder, which probably means that a bearing is starting to go in the pump. So it still works. It's just it's different than before. It's a different sound than before, and I notice that stuff. It's probably a good thing. You don't want, a flush is better than a full house, right? Wait, no, that's the other way around. A full house does not beat wait, I'm a poker player. I should know that. What's the anyway, I've blown that joke completely. Absolutely terrible. I tell you, I'm running on fumes. Running on fumes. Oh well. Oh well. Oh well. So anyway, got that going on tomorrow. So that'll be fun. New pump. Yay. I love spending money. So, Ambient Matyk Necessity Trails. This is a picture I took when I was riding my bike over I guess it was a late fall. I'm not riding it anymore because it's too cold and the sun goes down like 5 o'clock. And but this was before daylight savings time, before the sun really started going down early too. And real nice picture there of a cornfield. This is probably that would have to be North Liberty, north of Penn Avenue. There's like a little trail up there north of Penn Avenue by this old church that's now like a bridal shop or whatever. You ride that. So there's like I don't know whether it was like it must have been an old rail line or something like that, because why would that trail be there otherwise? I'm not sure. And it does go up a ways, but maybe it wasn't. I don't know. But you're just right in between. One field's corn, the next field's soybeans, and there's a little bit of grass on each side. But I'd ride up there. I'd throw my bike in the back of my wife's RAV4 and go up into that area where it's safe, because where I live, it's not too safe to be riding on the roadway. You've got to be really kind of careful. There's no shoulder, there's no sidewalk, there's no trail. It's dark. It can be dark, and there's hills galore. I've got a cruiser bike, so I don't, So I go up there and in the evenings and ride 8 or 9 miles. Was it? Did I ride that far? No, I rode 5 or 6 miles. It was something. It was a leisurely ride, and I would ride at 8. I would ride at 9 to 10 miles an hour for about 45 to 50 minutes. So however long that is, 7 miles, something like that. And it's fairly flat up there. There's a few little dips or whatever, but on a 3-speed cruiser, it's nice. And so I don't know. That's where that picture comes from. And the music, just that kind of deep listening ambient. I don't think I can. I wonder if I could play. No, I don't want to do that anyway, because sometimes if you play music before it's up into your distribution network and out to the streamers, it can be a little weird, right? Because it's like, oh, we found this song that sounds exactly like yours playing in this video. So that kind of sniffing. So you gotta be careful there. All right, that's it. So that's coming up in the next week or two. If you follow Ambient Matyk, which I've been releasing music under for, I guess, since 2009. If you follow along, that will show up in your queue eventually. And of course, Ambient Matyk has a nice, huge catalog. I release a lot of extra stuff under there. I just don't release everything under my name. This would be stuff that's maybe a little more, I don't know, not really demo form, but it's just extra music, right? Because otherwise I'd be releasing an album a week, and that would just overwhelm everybody on my small number of fans. I'm doing okay. But all right, that's it for now. We're approaching 15 minutes, and I probably rambled too much as it is. And so I'm going to go take a break. So have a good day, and see you tomorrow.